Okay, ladies and gents, so welcome back here to another video here. So here's my recap of the Chelsea and the Everton game. And what can I say about this game? First things first, man, obviously, Jorginho, he scored that penalty today for Chelsea. And Chelsea, they got the win. But for the most part today, Chelsea, I feel like they lacked the finishing touch in this game because, Everton, I think they did a solid job today against Chelsea, especially defensively. I think Everton were pretty solid for the most part today. But it's just Chelsea, if they need to find that finishing touch, because here's the thing about Chelsea. Obviously, they lost Rudiger and they lost, I think, Christensen. So obviously they lost two really crucial center backs. But obviously for Chelsea, I think their center back pairing is really good, and I think that with Chelsea, if their center back pairing can be very consistent, then that's how I realistically see Chelsea finishing in the top four this year in the Premier League. And you look at Everton here, I think that obviously they for the most part in this game did a solid job too. They did show a great sign of resistance, in my honest opinion. But Chelsea, second half, first of all, I feel like second half was pretty boring for the most part. It was pretty meh. I mean, nothing much really happened in the second half. But at the end of the day, Chelsea, they still got the win. And that's what matters, I guess. They were awarded a penalty, and Jorginho scored that penalty. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this game. Nothing much else to say about that. So moving on, I'm going to talk about the Fulham and the Liverpool game because, I mean, let's be honest here. First of all, Mitrovic, give him credit where credit's due. Mitrovic today absolutely balled out for Fulham. I mean, if you think about it, Liverpool's defense just had no answer today for Mitrovic. And, hey, that's why I think Fulham were able to hold Liverpool to a draw just because, with Mitrovic, I think he deserves the title of being the most underrated striker in the world, not only because you saw what he did on the international stage with the Serbia national team, but you saw what he did last season in the EFL Championship with Fulham. He made a comeback after having a pretty average performance the previous year. This past year, Mitrovic, he's been on fire. And obviously, he was a big reason why Fulham won promotion to the Premier League. And today, I mean, he, without a doubt, just absolutely killed it in this game. I think he's going to be a big headache for opposing Premier League defenses. And that just goes to show you why Mitrovic, in my opinion, is still the most underrated striker in the world. And why I imagine that if Mitrovic can be very consistent this year for Fulham, especially in the Premier League now, then you best believe, I believe he's going to attract a lot of interest from other Premier League clubs and or other clubs, like maybe even he could attract the interest of Chelsea or Man United or even Arsenal, I guess. I don't know, but Mitrovic today, he was brilliant. What else can I say? Mitrovic, he scored a penalty. He was just the main reason why Fulham were able to hold that draw against Liverpool for the most part. And now, heading into the Tottenham game, Tottenham today, they killed it. Tottenham, they won 4-1. And Kulusevski, hands down, he's underrated. What else is there to say? Tottenham, I think they made a statement today. And they, for the most part, were also very solid today, winning comfortably 4-1. And yeah, what a crazy Premier League opening day. Arsenal, they won, I think, against Crystal Palace yesterday. Yeah, I believe they played Crystal Palace. So Arsenal, they played well yesterday too. And today, what a crazy turn of events in the Premier League with Tottenham getting that win, that 4-1 victory. And I do think that Tottenham, them and Arsenal, they also are going to, I think, be really, battling it out this year for that top four spot, because Arsenal, they are looking like a dark horse team that can definitely finish in the top four this year in the Premier League. And then you look at Tottenham, they made a statement. What can I say? They just made a complete and utter statement. And for the most part, today's games were pretty well for the most part, I'd have to say, especially that Liverpool and Fulham game where Mitrovic just put on a masterclass show. So, yeah, ladies and gents, let me know what you thought about this games today in the comment section below.